Alright, now that I have Spooky Mix V2 done with, it's time to rank Blood Deal! Oh man, this is gonna be so much fun. Tiger, why are you staring at me like that on the other side? Why are you looking at me like that?
Xer, are you sure you want to rank this?
I mean, yeah, I want to talk about this mod before the whole...
I know, but you only have 23 subs, right? And you don't really cover anything super popular yet. Yeah, close you got is like what, Troll Files, and that maxed out 200 views so far. Don't get me wrong, it's good right now, but I think if you want more people to tune in, you are gonna need to do something a bit more appealing.
Shit, you got a point. Yeah, that makes sense. In that case, like, yeah, I'll just move Blood Deal for later. But what do I cover now? I cover Indie Cross. I have some interesting opinions on that one. I cover Step Right Up. No one's really covered the Frightmare Hill yet, so... what else do I cover? Wait, what? Who's this?
You should totally do hit single. Nice fridge, by the way.
Newberry, how did you get into my house? Welcome, one and all, to the hit single ranking. Yeah, that hit was not subtle. Anyways, I love this mod so much. It is, without a doubt, in my top 20. There's just so many bangers in this OST, with only one song I don't like. But that's enough from me. Today I've come with a friend of mine who loves this mod even more than I do. Please take the stage, Newberry.
Hey, hi. I don't know why Axel brought me here. I kind of suck at explaining my opinions. I have a lot of bad ones as well. So I'll try my best not to ruin the quality of this video. But expect me to do a bit of trolling because I'm not just gonna let Axel have a nice, easy video. I mean, come on, what's the fun in that?
So, without further ado, let's get into this.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Well, before Axel comes in and tears the song to absolute fucking pieces, I thought maybe I should give my own opinions on this song, which are a bit more moderated than his. Let There Be Light hit single is an interesting song to talk about, to say the least. Now don't get me wrong, I don't think the song is bad, but it's not particularly great either. The main reason I speak in this manner though, is just this song is trying to be a remake of the original Let There Be Light that Duckling made. I fully support his personal decision to take down the original. It's his music and he has the right to, especially given the circumstances. However, that doesn't change me from liking the original more and missing it ultimately. Something about the original is just kind of not there with this remake, but I'll get into that a little later. And fair warning, I will be doing lots of comparison between the OG and this. Starting off on a positive note, I do really like the instrumental here. It perfectly conveys this confrontation between Mega Man and Dustman, with this feeling like less of a battle and more of a tragedy, with Mega Man's inevitable demise looming right in front of him, yet he keeps fighting. There's a sense of hope that's ever present that pushes back the looming demise until it's all too late. And this is all done on majority 8-bit instrumentation, which I must commend for being so accurate to the original Mega Man series, whilst also managing to convey all this emotion. I don't really know too much about Mega Man or the original story, to be fair, so if I'm making any comparisons which are unfair, you could tell me about it in the comments below. I don't know, man. I think the instrumental is about on par with the original, although I will say it's lacking in a few areas. I just feel like that OG had more to it. I don't know, it just felt like there was more in the original. It felt more complete, whereas here it just feels like a hollow shell of its former self. Anyway, this is still a fantastic instrumental. It's just weaker than the original for me. The melodies here are good, and I do like some of the new ones introduced, especially around the 3-minute 30-second mark. The long notes from Dustman are just perfect in contrast with Mega Man's more defined melodies, and it sounds amazing. I do really love some of these new melodies. However, once again, I think the original just had better melodies overall. It was, in my opinion, a lot more emotion-filled than the original, just through how the melodies were and the way that which they were sung. It's kind of hard to explain, but I just think, yeah, the melodies were better. But again, yeah, I don't think they're bad. Like, the problem is, whenever I compare the original to this version, it's always just like, oh my gosh, the remake is good, but the original just did it better. Then we get to the lyrics. Sturm gives an incredible performance. These lyrics are just full of pure emotion and passion, and he's just so reluctant to do what he's doing. Dustman, I'm talking about. But he just knows he must. It's just genuinely beautiful. I do think it works a lot better with the original instrumental, but for this remake, it still sounds amazing. I love how the instrumental slows down to accommodate this lyrics, and just this slow, tragic march, just symbolic of the tragic battle. Oh, it works so well. With all that being said, the one thing holding this song back is the new vocals for Dustman and Mega Man. I appreciate them being mixed a bit better in contrast to the OG, especially when compared to the instrumental, which I felt was a bit overpowering in the original. But the chromatics in the original song just sounded a lot better overall. Here, however, things aren't the greatest. Dustman sounds good. I really like the effects Doug Fleet puts on his voice, and I love how his vocals slide when he does sets of long notes. Mega Man, however, he just sounds bad. I actively do not like this chromatic. It sounds way too choppy, and whenever he hits a high note, it just hurts. I generally just do not like how it sounds. This ultimately is what is holding the remake so far back for me. It's just how Mega Man sounds. And the way these vocals clash, it can be frustrating because sometimes it sounds genuinely amazing and others absolutely painful. They both generally sound and play off each other a lot better in the original version. And yeah, that's just my main issue. Whenever I talk about this song, it's always comparing it to the original and just how the original was better. Overall, I give this new remake a solid A. But man, it's just tough not to draw a comparison between the original, which I did think was a godsend. Yes, I'm making my own tier list. Yes, you'll see it at the end of the video. Yes, you should watch to the end, and like and subscribe to AXA, and hit that bell, and share to all your friends and family, and comment below what you thought.
Alright, let's talk about why this song sucks ass now. Thank you, Newberry. I fucking hate Hit Single's version of Let There Be Light. Because aside from the lyrics section, it ruins everything from the original version. So let's do this bit by bit, starting with the chromatics. Now it is cool that well, the entire song is composed of 8-bit sounds and instruments. Hell, even some of the instruments being shared alongside Duckley's own remix of Dustman's Stage. However, these chromatics are so awful that it just ruins the entire experience. Dustman sounds infuriatingly terrible. I don't know what they did to his voice, but it just is so annoying to listen to. Mega Man doesn't fare any better. His long notes are extremely wavy, like here. Would provide more examples, but I think you get the point. I absolutely hate how that sounds. And on top of that, neither of them can hit high notes very well, and this song loves to give them high notes to hit. Mega Man just absolutely murders my ears, and Dustman just sounds even worse than before. His chromatic was already irritating as all hell, so him hitting high notes makes it even worse. Not to mention, the instrumental also suffers greatly due to the chromatics. In the original version, Mega Man and Dustman had different chromatics that more so complemented the original instrumental, rather than the hit single version where they stand out a lot more. Now, you could argue that it's a positive for the song since the vocals stand out more. And you know what? That's completely fair. I can definitely see that. However, what bugs me about this is that since the vocals are more distinct, it leaves the instrumental a lot emptier than the original version, because there's no extra support of the vocals to give. However, I'm not going to deny that the instrumental is still good despite the lack of support that the vocals give. And it does definitely give off the feeling that Mega Man and Dustman are badly shown, with a few added instruments there to make it feel more emotional. And this lyrics section is still amazing. Sturm does a fantastic job as Dustman, and the instrumental makes it sound all the better. It sounds so good. Although I do have one small issue with this section. All of Mega Man's notes in this section are long notes. And you know how I feel about when Mega Man holds long notes. Yippee! Thankfully, most of the notes in this section are still a lot lower than in the rest of the song. And the long notes are a lot shorter in this section, at least a good portion of them. So he doesn't have much time to become, like, super wavy. So it's nowhere near as big of an issue, but it's still an issue, because when those, like, really long notes hit during that section, it's still noticeable, and it's still really bad for me. And then we get to the melodies, which I also have issues with. Especially after the lyrics section, a lot of turns in the song are just series of long notes. They sound bad due to my previously stated issues with the chromatics. And, I mean, before the lyrics section, it's not nearly as bad. Well, except for... I feel like I probably could get enjoyment out of these melodies, but these chromatics are so awful that I just can't get any amount of enjoyment out of them whatsoever. I want to state something clearly before I move on. This song would be down in F even if it wasn't a remake. As much as I might make it out to sound like that's mainly why it's down here, it's not. I'd still hate this song even if it was always like this. The fact that this is a remake of a song in my top 50 FNF songs is just the cherry on top to how awful this song is. I really do hope this song gets remade, because I just want something of similar quality to the original version again. I definitely feel like if Duckley took another crack at it, it could be a lot better. Are you fucking kidding me?
Hey, we got the new car with the doors and the engine and the windshield wipers.
No, that's clearly a cat.
Sir, this is 100% car right here.
Hello, my name is Car, and
Car's little song isn't much, but I like it for what it is.
enjoy.
The instrumental's
Tahiti.
pretty good. It's nice and relaxing, even if it's not doing a whole lot. And I like how Car sounds, kinda. Because that's also kind of where my main problem with the song is. Because while I do think he sounds good as like a vocal set himself, when it comes to actually trying to make out what he's saying, it's very inconsistent. Like, the line, I have 47 friends and you're one, is perfect. Like, I can hear that. But the other lyrics are a lot harder to hear for me. And yeah, I feel like if Car wasn't so inconsistent with whether or not I could hear what he's saying, I'd probably like the song a bit more, but I don't, and it just ends with the song being just decent enough for what it is.
I see this song get placed at bottom of a lot of people's lists.
Enjoy.
And yeah, I can definitely understand it. This song, though, I think is decent. I don't love it, but I do think it's decent. I know this isn't a typical FNF song, but I really like the opening. A turn, I guess you could say. It's not really a turn, it's just more like this opening segment. The instrumental throughout the song gives off this nice, cozy vibe, and Kazu's singing isn't that bad, although admittedly it's not particularly amazing. The lyrics are a bit hard to hear, but honestly I don't mind because I kind of just focus more on the instrumental. The song's very short, but I don't think that's a bad thing. It just does what it needs to do and just moves on. The instrumental and the somewhat nostalgic vibe, for some reason, it gives off are just what pulls this song up to a B tier, even if I think the rest of the song is just kinda average. Yeah, Car's little song is alright for what it is.
Hello, it's me, Super Mario on the PS4. Woohoo!
Okay. Let me explain. It's still bottom 3. Let me explain. First off, although this instrumental is just kind of a jumble of 8-bit sounds and instruments, it honestly strings together to make a pretty solid beat, and I quite like it, actually. Then there's Mario Daytona, which is kind of just taken from clips of him in random Mario games. However, honestly, it strings together to make quite a catchy beat, still. I don't really mind it all too much, even if it's probably the weakest aspect of the song, and really doesn't do a whole lot for me. Then there's BF, which, is he compressed to oblivion? Yes. Do I care? Absolutely not. He sounds great. Especially considering the melodies just allow him to pop the ever-living fuck off. It's so good. I love it. And the same goes for Mario's actual chromatic. He just... I love how he just pops off like that. It goes in. If I had to name one problem keeping it any higher, I think the song's a little too short. I feel like an extra, 30-ish seconds could let the song have even more melodies that sound amazing. And I can really give it the push to put it in S tier for me.
This is probably my favorite of the OST. I mean, come on, it's goddamn so retro. But hot take, I wouldn't consider this a bad song. It's just kind of mediocre. Let's just get the obvious out of the way. The chromatics. honestly, I don't find them to be ear bleeding. I know a lot of people find them to be this way, and I can definitely understand it, but maybe my ears are a bit more tolerant to it, or maybe I'm just stupid. I don't know. But yes, while I may not be ear bleeding to me, they still don't sound very good. Bit crushing is not the best, to say the least. Mario's Atonal with the la-las isn't that bad, I suppose, but I definitely prefer the tonal for just being able to carry some high notes that I feel like the song is missing. It's very low notes, especially with how Boyfriend sounds throughout most of the song. The instrumental is just kind of there. I mean, it's serviceable. I wouldn't call it bad, but it's just nothing exceptional. It's just kind of random 8-bit noises thrown together in that somewhat groovy pattern. No references or anything. Like, I was expecting it to at least reference some classic Mario. It just doesn't really try to do much. Like, that's not a criticism that it doesn't reference things. It's just I feel like a missed opportunity that would have made me like the instrumental a bit more. The melodies are kind of boring and repetitive, and I was going to put this song in D, but then there's this one melody at about 1 minute and 15 seconds, which goes for about 30 seconds, and admittedly, I think it sounds pretty good, and it's what is keeping the song at a low C tier.
Mr. Squidward, I should kick your fucking ass!
Too low, too low, too low, too low. This song is way too low. Fucking Power Pig is above this. Anyway, this song is genuinely amazing. It's my third favorite of this plot, and I really hope I can explain why. To start, these chromatics are just phenomenal. Starwood sounds great. His chromatic can hit high and low notes really well, and his vocals slide amazingly. My only issue, and this is just a little nitpick, it can sound a bit muffled at some times, but even disregarding that, Mr. Krabs just absolutely steals the show here. It sounds genuinely exactly like him from the show. I think this is just his MCM chromatic, but tweaked a bit, and let me tell you, the way he sounds in this song is just like beyond phenomenal. His voice sounds the perfect mix of being terrified, angry, and determined. Determined to stop someone who once considered a friend from doing any more harm to Bikini Bottom. These melodies are just amazing in this first segment. The long notes sound, honestly, this is where I think Starwood sounds his best. He just sounds just amazing whenever he hits any long note. They just perfectly build him up as this intimidating, almost unstoppable threat. The instrumental here just sounds amazing. Something you would hear on SpongeBob with that same sort of tropical vibe, only now just twisted on its head in just every way possible, and it just sounds just perfect. Then we get to the instrumental part. While the World's Smallest Violin that Mr. Krabs plays sounds really good, the flute is just genuinely perfect.
I let you into my video. I let you start off this segment. And you called the clarinet a flute, you motherfucker!
It just fits the song and it flows really well. And honestly, I just wish we got more of it. Still, this section is incredible. Before we move on to what is my favorite part of the song. This key shift, oh man, it sounds good. It brings a sense of hope back into the song. Like there's a way for Mr. Krabs to win this fight. These melodies are absolutely gorgeous with the chromatics just sliding so well and just working so well together. and this beat drop with Starwood just hits amazingly hard every time. I really have no issues with the first 3 minutes of the song, besides Starwood being a little muffled, but again, that's such a small critique, it really doesn't impact my enjoyment of the song. It's just all spectacular. And the final minute with the second key shift is great as well. It may not be as perfect as the first 3 minutes to me, and this is kind of what holds it back in third for me, but overall, it still sounds incredible. It just feels like a culmination of this battle, as the two absolutely sing their hearts out. What drags this part down a little for me is that I'm not the biggest fan of the melodies here. I mean, yeah, they're still great, I just don't like them as much as the first part. This instrumental, it just goes absolutely in, selling this final battle perfectly. Yeah, Darnell Wet Fart is an amazing song and I just absolutely adore it.
3, 2, 1, go.
I have all too much to add that anybody didn't say. I mean, I would have said it, but he just said it, but better. At least what I think of the first 3 minutes of the song. I completely agree. It's incredible. Starboard and Mr. Krabs sound amazing, and their chromatics are perfect fits. The melodies are really good. The song goes for a both dreadful and hopeful vibe, and it executes it very, very well. And the instrumental bit's great, with the violin sounding really nice, and the clarinet sounding just, it sounds so good. Yeah, I love this song for the first 3 minutes. Then you have this wind down. I swear to God, every single time I listen to the song, I think this is going to be where the song ends. But then it keeps going. And I don't know, I just don't feel like this last minute was really all that necessary. The key change doesn't really work for me. The melodies, though are still good, are noticeably weaker for me. I don't know, I just don't really care for this last minute, especially when the song definitely feels like it could have ended earlier. And on top of that, the song ends extremely abruptly. So yeah, all in all, this song is amazing, but I don't know, the last minute just kind of tanks it for me.
Brian, look what I won. Wow, what'd you win that for? For having the best pig in the competition. Wait, you bred a pig? Sure did. Most genetically perfect one in the contest. Oink. Oh my god. Yes, he's something, isn't he? Are those fists? Damn right, show him, pig.
Power of Pig. It's a song about a singing pig named Conan rap battling a 17-pixel version of Boyfriend, and it's pretty good. Even though it's a joke song, the combination of sounds when Boyfriend and Conan are rapping literally makes me ascend beyond the cosmos and into a higher plane of existence. Both Conan and Boyfriend sound pretty good. Although Conan's first chromatic is just blinking, it works really well with the melodies, and he sounds really good. BF sounds okay, in my opinion. However, the two together, they sound spectacular, amazing, dare I say grandiose. At the end of the song, Conan switches chromatics to a more normal one, and it sounds amazing. BF and Conan sing together at the end for one big pop-off, and that shit just makes me ascend. Overall, The Power of Pig is an absolute banger.
This is a very strange song, to say the least. I really don't know how to feel about Power of Pig. It sounds like it's trying to be a joke song, but admittedly, it has a beat, and it feels like there was a bit of effort put into the melodies and the instrumental. I do really like the vibe that this instrumental is going for, by the way. It sounds like a jungle beat, and it's genuinely a nice vibe, and I do think it sounds pretty good. Boyfriend also sounds pretty good here. It's a good performance. Not my favorite of the mod, but definitely not a bad one. Conan just sounds fine throughout. Yes, Eternal isn't too bad, but man, I really do not like his chromatic for some reason. It's not horrendously awful or song ruining. I just don't like it that much for some reason. It sounds really restricted in what I can do. In my opinion, I don't think it flows very well for me. I don't know, it's hard to explain. If my analysis is bad, I'm sorry, I'm just struggling of words to describe how I feel about it. The melodies are fine enough. They are kind of forgettable. They aren't bad, and admittedly, I do really like this ending melody quite a bit, even if, again, I don't really love the chromatic. Really, the instrumental's the only thing carrying this song to a low key. I still really like it, even if the rest of the song is kind of laggy. Yeah, just, this song confuses me quite a bit, man.
You better be glad that I was able to bail you out, Majin.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that, honestly. I'll figure out a deal with Unused later.
Well, while we're here, do you want anything?
Oh, barbecue bacon burger.
What?
Joyous, joyous, joyous. This is absolutely an extremely hot take from me, considering it's not even in the top half. Which, yeah, I know that's a very, very crazy, but let me explain, alright? The song is not bad by any stretch of the imagination, right? It's still fantastic. I love this song so much still. Lord X sounds incredible. His chromatic gives off this menacing energy that I love so much. And Shoto Boy sounds really good as well. He just sounds so confused as to what's going on. Till it just slowly transitions to sounding scared as all hell that his own creation would try and kill him. And, man, it just sounds great. The line, I would give up anything to continue existing as Lord X. It's a shame that anything has to include you. I love that line. It's so good. It just shows that Lord X doesn't really want to do it, but he's going to do it, and he's going to have a lot of fun doing it regardless. And these melodies are just really good. They take advantage of both chromatics very well. Especially when the lights turn red. Oh, I love this part so much. The slower repeat of the opening melody just hits so hard. And it makes Lord X sound even more menacing than he did at the start of the song. And this is around when Shoto Boy starts to sound a little more scared than he did in the start of the song. Which I really like. Shoto Boy sounds so good during this part. And then the Green Hill part hits, and it hits like a goddamn truck. The song becomes a lot faster and more frantic, just showing how scared Shoto Boy is, that he's just completely at the mercy of Lord X. And then we have the lyrics, which, they're good. I like them. There's nothing crazy about them or anything that really piqued my attention, though. I don't know. This is kind of like the weakest part of the song for me. It's not even that it's bad or anything. It's just, I don't know, it's just kind of noticeably weaker than the rest of the song for me. That's why I do have one small gripe with this part. It's like barely anything, but like still, so little time to play with Soul of a Man is not grammatically correct. And that just bugs the ever-living hell out of me every time I listen to this song. I don't want to be that guy, but like, come on, man. Anyway, back at the Green Hill section, then we have this part, which is absolutely incredible. Despite the faster melodies, Lorax's chromatic just continues to sound amazing throughout the song. It feels like Jodo Boy is panicking now, and I just love it. And then the song slows back down into the Cycles melody, and ooh, it hits hard. So why isn't this any higher? Well, it's for one simple reason. I feel like the pacing could have used more work. Because like the part before the red stage segment is almost 3 minutes, which I think is a bit much. And I feel like a lot of that time could have been spent to use on the other section of the song to better flush them out. Still, the song's incredible, though.
Dude, Joyce is just amazing. This is easily the best Lordex has ever sounded in all of FNF with genuinely zero competition. He sounds so threatening and intimidating, like he's absolutely trying his hardest to be as scary as possible. Not for any goal, but just because he wants to play with his victim, who is Joe Doughboy? I'll admit that's a really creative concept for an EXE song, with Lordex escaping this game to kill off his creator before he can finish the story so that he becomes immortal. That's just genuinely really interesting to me. Anyway, Joe Doughboy here sounds great. He sounds absolutely terrified that his creation has come to life. In the beginning, however, he seems more calm and collected. He feels like even though he knows Lordex is real, he knows it's his own creation, and he knows how to stop it. These opening melodies are really strong and utilizes Lordex's chromatic really well, and the instrumental maintains a strong, heavy beat. Nothing has gotten too wild yet, it's just more the shock of his creation, you know, being real. Then something starts to rise. Lordex starts to act less playful and more aggressive. They start to sing a bit faster, right into Lordex's voice line. Stem does an amazing job voice acting all of the characters and spoken dialogue in this mod, but Lordex and Joyce might be my favorite. It's a shame that anything has to be you is delivered perfectly in character, with Lordex showing a smidger of remorse despite clearly enjoying this heinous action. There's a tone shift after this. Joe starts to freak out, realizing he can't control his own creation anymore, with the melodies becoming faster and the instrumental more chaotic, until Lordex screams out in pure anger. It feels like he's upset that Joe keeps fighting him. He takes it as a rejection of himself by his own creator, and he genuinely seems very angered by the fact, and he no longer shows him any form of remorse throughout the rest of the song. He sounds just so much more serious, like he's done playing games with him. This cruel form of mercy is over, and it's time for him to die. This tone shift just feels like he's taking control of the song, especially with the instrumental slowing down to the slow and powerful march. It sounds so much more stronger, while Joe perfectly contrasts him with these higher notes, sounding more scared but continuing to fight his inevitable fate. The melodies sound just godly in the segment, as well as perfectly matching the tone. And then after this, Lordex starts to sing. This might be my favorite part of the song. Lordex's lyrics are really good and well sung. Yes, including Hellish Blast. I know it gets mean a lot, but I like it because it feels like Lordex is just playing a game with Joe. He knows he has endless power over this person, and he just wants to somewhat dumb it down for him, I don't know why, it just sounds, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I think it fits the setting really well. The long notes Joe hits in this section as well are just ear candy. I love them. The beat ticking down the background that's created by some of these instruments just symbolizes how he's running out of time and that he can't stop his inevitable fate. It just perfectly brings the section together. Something I want to touch on is in his singing in Joyous compared to Trick Hill. Joyous feels like the perfect parallel to Trick Hill in every way. Two songs where Lord X is dying, but one way he accepts his fate and laments on the moments he enjoyed in his life. The other way, he doesn't want to die and uses his powers to take out someone he's somewhat respected from bringing him into this world. After the lyrics, there's a nice chaotic part, which just feels like Joe's last struggle with this cacophony of an instrumental with these just amazing melodies. They are so good. Followed by an execution reference. The song slows down and yeah, this execution reference is really well done here. Lord X just sounds like he's finishing the job and Joe's just finally sounds like he's giving up. He sounds so dull, drab, and just defeated. These long notes along with this just amazing fade out at the end of the song, it's just a perfect way to end it. It leaves it on such a bitter note and that it's just a feeling of just an unruly defeat. This song is one of my favorite FNF songs of all time, and it was my favorite of this mod for a long while. But one song overtook it, and we'll get to it soon enough.
Are babies. It's not that cold. I haven't worn a coat since I was 5 years old.
Burn Cold is such a charming little song that I find it hard to hate it. The chromatics are nice and soft and work amazing with the laid back and rather simplistic instrumental to give off this more chill vibe compared to the intensity found in most other songs in this OST. Though I will say, I don't think Enot, the Black Cat guy for those who are unaware, sounds the greatest. While Saint, the green guy's vocals are really smooth and fit amazingly with the instrumental, Enot's are a little rough around the edges and aren't my favorite, but they're still good. Sorta unrelated, but the perp in this song is honestly really cute. Anyway, a unique compliment I can give this song is just the turn length. I really like how all the turns are long, paired with the long melodies, with these just long notes. It just adds a slowness and steadiness to the track, which I think helps it achieve its intended vibe more. The instrumental with the soft piano and the slow, steady drums just create this warm, cozy feeling, which I think is really nice. From what I've seen of Rainworld, I'm not the biggest fan of Rainworld. I don't know too much about it, but this definitely seems to suit at least somewhat, its atmosphere. At least from what one of my close friends, Astris, tells me. This apparently suits the game pretty well. All around, I'd say it's a high A-tier track. The only reason it's not higher is I just don't think there's anything exceptional about it. It's just pretty good all around. Also, the song only being 2 minutes is a little sad. I wish it had a little more time to develop, you know? But for what we got, it's still pretty nice, and I do like this song quite a bit.
I don't have much to add that Newberry didn't say already. Although I have a few things to add that just make me love the song a little more. But the nice vibe of the song is just more appealing to me personally. And I really like how Enot sounds. I just think the, weirdness of her chromatic just works really well for me. I just like the gremlin voice, considering Enot's a joke character. Although I do have a few problems with the song. Mainly, the beginning and the ending. The beginning's, quick dialogue before the song kicks in doesn't really feel necessary, and I don't really care for it. It's just really fast and weird. And it's also annoying at the ending when, Enot interrupts Saint with her meowing, I think? I don't know. But it's annoying that it just cuts off the melody and the meowing is how the song ends. It just leaves a bad taste in my mouth at the end of the song. Still, I love this song so much. Trickle. I love this song so much. It's probably the most underrated song in the mod without question. First off, I actually quite like Lord X's opening vocals. I don't feel like he's trying to sound menacing or threatening. He's just trying to enjoy himself as his vessel's dying. He doesn't have much time left. He's just singing his heart out, and I really like that a lot. And then there's BF, who sounds really deep-pitched, and I really like it a lot. I just really like deep-pitched chromatics. They're just sound so nice. And then when they hit high notes, and they do it well, it sounds so good. And frankly, BF's is no different. Despite the lower pitch and the bit crush, it still sounds really, really good. The instrumental is nice and laid back. It doesn't really do anything crazy, but it doesn't really need to. And I still really like how it sounds. And then there's Lord X singing his little lyrics, and I really like them. It's just him lamenting over everything as he can't hold on to his vessel for much longer. I think it's executed very, very well in the song. I think Hit Single's just very good at executing its tone in general. So yeah, Trickle is amazing. It executes its tone very well, and I just love how it sounds musically.
Regiel is just one of the most beautiful FNF songs I've ever heard. This one I have a weird connection to. I used to really dislike the song when it first came out. I thought it was a D tier, to be honest. I didn't like the lyrics, the instrumental I thought was kind of nothing, and overall I just thought the song was really boring. But then, I started to listen to it more and more, and I just realized the true beauty of this song. The start, the instrumental being nothing, I realized this song doesn't need to have a bombastic instrumental or be super intense. This minimalistic style just sounds amazing and beautifully tragic. The piano is so powerful, and I adore the slow, steady drum beat that just carries the song forward, almost like the last dying heartbeats of Lord X. I really love the initial chromatic section. I know a lot of people complain that Lord X sounds weird, but I have to disagree. He's weak, he's dying, and in his last moments he's no longer bothered to try and sound intense or scary to Boyfriend. He just wants to reflect on his life. And I think his original chromatic just wouldn't have sold this. I do think he sounds pretty good with this new chromatic here, and I think it does fit him very well here. Then we get to the sung part, the lyrics. This is what the song is known for. And honestly, I don't know what I was thinking because these lyrics are just affection. Lord X knows he's almost out of time with this vessel, and although he'll persist after death, he still laments how he'll have to leave behind his favorite vessel in Sonic. Boyfriend really adds a lot with these just counter melodies and it's just harmonizations throughout the entire song with Lord X. They complement his singing very well without taking away from them by being too loud or too strong. I also really like Boyfriend's chromatic here. The filter that Stone puts over his voice is just really unique. And it sounds like he's not even trying that hard. It sounds like he's humoring Lord X's last request, singing for him in just his final moments. When the song starts to slow and Lord X begins to die, in his final words, he just thanks Boyfriend for playing his games, and probably the many confrontations they've had with each other. And he just reflects on his time with Lord X, and how he may have wanted more time, but he was just happy for the life that he lived, and he'll deeply miss it. I haven't brought it up, but Stone does an amazing performance as him. It's filled with a mix of so many different raw emotions. Sad, leaving his body behind, just joyous in appreciating the life that he had. The song fades away, just fading out on this perfectly bittersweet note. This one may take time, but I encourage you to re-listen to this one, because genuinely it really clicks after the opera. I just absolutely adore Trick Hill, man. I love this song. guys know how at the start of the video I said that I was here to make Axe's life a living pain? Well, I kind of stole this meme transition spot to do so, enjoy the show! Hey guys, welcome back to Watch Mojo. Today we'll be going over the top 10 reasons why Axe should be executed. Reason 1, he likes stranger danger.
Yeah, dude! What the fuck?
Reason 2, he doesn't like Minecraft.
First we mine, then we craft. Let's Minecraft!
Sounds a little bit Reason 3, because I said so, and I'm cool and epic, and Mario's madness is a monster in my momentum. The mod is jumping around, but the version of it. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel at the rule of over 69 and drop some money in my Venmo account. The God of all men @venmo.com. Thank you guys for watching and roll the walls
out. I don't know what that was, but the next one's Tritorial.
I don't have much to say on Tritorial actually. It's an instrumental-only song made entirely by Lifer, and I'd say it's a pretty good one. I do like Breakcore quite a bit, and this is just an amazing Breakcore song. It's got lots of high-intensity moments, and it feels really unique. The synth and the piano pair really well throughout most of the song. Genuinely, that piano sounds amazing, and all the other instruments here are great as well. My only problem with this song is it just feels like it's missing something. Like it's a bit empty at some parts. And yes, I know, the vocals, but I only grade on how good pieces, not how good of an FNF song it is. The thing is, when I listen to this song, it just feels a bit empty at certain parts. I think one or two more melodies from other instruments would have done the job, or like little extra bits from other instruments. That I feel like that would have filled up the empty space that's present to me in the instrumental. Another gripe I have with this song is the listen go part. On paper, it sounds good, but in practice it doesn't really work with the rest of the song. Since the song has such a fast pace, bringing it to such a screeching halt for this part with no transition kind of killed the intensity a bit of the song. Still, I do really like Tritorial. There were just a few small aspects I feel like could have been improved, and that would have greatly boosted the song for me.
I could not think of anything to say, but I guess I'll just refute some of Newberry's points just because I really just don't know what else to say on the song, because he explained everything I had to say when it came to positives, but like 10 times better. I don't really think the instrumental is very empty. Like, yeah, it takes its fair moments to breathe and stuff, but like the melody is still going, and that also is for the listen part. With the listen part, it's like the song doesn't really stop. Like, yeah, what you play stops, but the song is still going. I don't know. Yeah, overall, I just love Tritorial a lot.
We're gonna get some hipsters? Man, this track isn't even that good. This track isn't even that good. Oh, who is it? Who's gonna say it first? Because is this track overrated? Abso-fucking-lutely. Is it a baller? Abso-fucking-lutely.
If I had a nickel for every time a ranker has placed this song in third, I would have 3 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's funny that this is the 3rd time it's happened. Because, oh no, Silly Billy not in first. This song's still incredible. I won't deny that one bit. Yourself sounds incredible. It sounds so alien, yet there's just that faint bit of just familiarity, because it is Boyfriend at the end of the day. BF Ultimate has a really solid chromatic. I just like how it sounds. And then there's the melodies, which, oh boy, they are so good. I love the little foreshadowing when to the lyric part right here. That's a really nice detail. As well, a lot of melodies are just really fast and catchy, and it just sounds really, really good. And then there's the mini yourself part. Ooh, I love this part. Yourself sounds a lot different, definitely giving the song more variation. Since the song is 6 minutes, it definitely helps. And then they both chromatics just hit the double notes so well. And so much impact, it just hits so hard. And then after the mini BF part, the chromatics just absolutely pop off. It sounds incredible. And the melodies are so freaking good. Oh, I love it. Especially the little ba ba da ba da ba da ba ba da ba ba da. Ooh, it's just, everything about the part between the mini section and the lyrics is just perfection. I mean, like, it's the lyric part, man. What do you want me to say? They're performed incredibly well. They're written incredibly well. Yourself has so much emotion baked into his voice. I mean, like, it's the lyric part. It's this popular for this song has 20 million views for a goddamn reason. This song is absolutely fantastic. And yet, there's still 2 songs that are just that much better.
You know, I really don't have too much to say for this one. It's Silly Billy, you'll know why it's incredible. I will say though, despite this one being in top tier for me, I do still think it's a tad overrated. Don't get me wrong, it's amazing. I love this one. It's just very overhyped and overplayed. Like, it's barely in my top 5 of this mod. Anyway, I still love it, so let's just get into it. I love the instrumental throughout the song. I'll comment more on it later, but the opening here has sort of fun bounciness to it, mixed in with this intimidating and tragic tone, perfectly matching the 2 opponents here. Speaking of which, Boyfriend sounds amazing throughout this song. He easily gives his best performance of the mod here. The filter Stone puts on his voice sounds really good, and there's nothing much else to add, to be honest. I was gonna try and analyze, but honestly, I just think it sounds good. But then we get to Yourself's chromatic, which just absolutely knocks the ball out of the park. He sounds like this perfect inversion of Boyfriend while still sounding similar to him. And he just sings with so much raw power and emotion, like he's crying out about the tragedy of losing his girlfriend and just being physically and mentally broken because of it. These initial melodies are really good, jumping you straight into the intensity of the song, whilst leaving room to build and grow. I like how the lyrics are foreshadowed in this initial segment. It makes a great callback later on, and just this subtle little detail. And I just thought it was worth mentioning. Then we get to the Mimic Boyfriend segment, and this is where the song goes from really good to absolutely peak. I love how Yourself sounds in this part. This might be up there as one of my favorite chromatics, and it only lasts for a minute? He sounds like Boyfriend, but just twisted into this monster, and it works just so well. The melodies here with these double notes sound really powerful and build the intensity nicely, and when they sing together, the long notes in contrast to the short, disjointed ones help to build this conflict whilst also sounding just really good together. Then we get my favourite part of the song. After Yourself transforms back into normal, something begins to change. Everything starts to rise, and the melodies and the instrumental, they just feel like they're building to something big, and it all just sounds excellent. Admittedly, some of it could have been cut, but I feel like it would have taken away from the song and left the lyrics having less impact. I know that's a common complaint, and I just wanted to address it here. Yes, the song could have been cut, but it just would have felt less earned, especially some of these lyric parts. This part just sounds incredible to me, and it is one of my favorite parts of the song, with Boyfriend and Yourself playing off each other super well. And then we get to the lyrics. Even after all the memes, these lyrics are still incredible. It just feels like the world stops, and the instrumental just swells when he bolts those lyrics from the heart. They're filled with so much pain and anguish in his voice, and once again they're delivered beautifully by Shen. These lyrics have so many different meanings to them, and that's what makes them so amazing. Is he speaking to boyfriend, player, his lost lover? In my opinion, he's speaking to his late creator. Rest in peace, Divide. We'll never forget what you've done to this community. After this, there's an amazing wind down with this simple melody, and the instruments they just slowly drop away. This ending is just beautiful, honestly. Silly Billy, even if it's not the godsend some people say it is, to me at least, I still really love this song.
I could not come up with a meme transition for this, but it's Erst. Oh, this song is so good. These used to be my favorite back a while ago. It's been dethroned by #1 since then, but I still absolutely adore this song to no end. First off, the vocals are so good. Boyfriend's just at his best in the mod here, and the Cursed as well sounds incredible. There's so much energy and oomph packed into all of their notes, and it sounds... I love it so much. And the melodies just help so much. They just allow the vocals to just constantly just sound amazing and incredible, and I love it. Especially the one part that everyone talks about where it goes da 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 da. Like, it sounds so good. The way it just goes ba 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 along with the vocals, Oh, it has so much impact. I love it so much. The instrumental is probably the weakest aspect of the song. When it kicks up, it sounds amazing. I love it. But it's fairly laid back for the most part. And it sounds good, but I definitely wish there was a little more going on. But it's still a great instrumental, regardless. God, I just love this song. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the top 5, but man, this one especially is just, even its weaker aspects, it's still just so great. The only way you could really top this song is if you were like actually just straight up perfect. Wait, what's number 1 again?
This song is so underrated, man. I love Hearst. It's a banger. I don't know much about The Binding of Isaac, but God, this one is so good. The Cursed One has just an amazing chromatic. It's one of my favorites in a mod filled with just phenomenal ones. It can do high and low notes just super well. I like how Boyfriend plays off of him here as well. It just sounds really, really good. The instrumental as well is just so godly, dude. It's kind of laid back with some rock elements and the electric guitar. In comparison to some of the other songs in this mod, it's sort of laid back, but like, it's still amazing. It perfectly creates this foreboding tone, which just fits the melody so well. I especially love the strings. They fill up the song so nicely, and they just sound so intimidating. The melodies, however, well, they're still good, but I just wish they could have been a little better. The core melody repeated twice, starting with that amazing ascending scale, is just perfection. And I also really like the melodies in the last third of the song that just keeps riding and rising to the perfect conclusion. But man, I wish the rest of the song could have been a bit more memorable. Like again, they're still good, but just not the absolute amazingness that I'm looking for in some of my SS tiers. Also, I wish the song could have been longer. This obviously isn't a criticism of the song, it doesn't really impact my placement at all. The thing is, I just want more. I think if this song had more time to grow, I would have liked it more. Still, for what we got, this song is just incredible and a very, very high S tier.
And I gotta tell you, it was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
Frankly, it wasn't even a contest. Hell, lining up against anything I've ranked before, it's not even a contest. There are a lot of songs I adore to death from this mod and the previous mods I ranked. But they all have some of their weaker aspects, even if they are an SS. Whether or not that be a section of a song that could be better, a certain aspect of a song that could be better, like a chromatic or an instrumental, or just, I don't think it's good enough to be perfect. This song doesn't have that. I don't know how you could improve it. It's genuinely perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, our our first ever tier is...
Did you miss me? Lol. Get pranked, Axa. I'm so funny. I'm the funniest person. Hey, wait. Are you alright, dude? Hello? Oh, no. Axa's gone and the next segment is starting in like 2 seconds. Oh, what am I gonna do? I have to carry all this analysis by myself. I got no idea where to start. I got no idea how to do good segments. Oh, I got this one. This song right here, this one. This is just my favorite song in all of Friday Night Funkin'. Words cannot describe the sheer passion I feel for this song. To start, this opening instrumental with the harsh piano chords and these ominous and foreboding strings just perfectly set up the song, creating this sense of atmosphere that most FNF songs just can't achieve. A feeling of raw unease and dread with a spark of hope. Then No More Innocence speaks. I just love the voice acting here, and his voice lines are just perfectly implemented throughout the song. And then we get the scene. The chromatics here are just perfect. No More Innocence's chromatic here might be in my top 10 FNF chromatics. It fits this cruel, mysterious figure like him perfectly, and it just works great throughout the song, especially on the long notes where his voice ever so slightly recoils. Oh, it's just so good. I was so worried that with a chromatic like his, it was going to be drowned out by the rest of the song, but it's just mixed great here. And even with this godly chromatic, Eddie Davis just absolutely steals the show. The performance he gives here is the best he's ever sounded in any FNF song ever to me. He just absolutely ascends the high note, just showing the fear that he holds in his heart while trying to face down this false god in his own domain to get his daughter back. It perfectly creates a sense of desperation and hope, even in this literal and figurative darkness. These melodies are just endlessly catchy, and the layering where one of them will sing long notes while the other sings a more defined melody, it's just done flawlessly, helping to build this clashing intensity between the two. These vocals just perfectly contrast with No More Innocence singing low notes and Daddy Dearest singing super high. They harmonize perfectly when they sing duets together as well. It's just phenomenal. The instrumental here as well, just 10 out of 10. These piano chords are so powerful and driving, along with the drum beat laid on top of these just beautiful piano descending scales in the background. It just creates this spark of hope while the synth of the strings just create this sense of unease and tension. Then at around 2 minutes and 30 seconds, it just reaches a boiling point with this amazing tempo shift, focusing solely on these piano chords, while No More Innocence and Daddy Dearest just sing their absolute hearts out. These melodies are godly, with Daddy Dearest sounding less scared and more determined. He's putting up one hell of a fight against NMI. And then it just all drops away. The piano chords, the intense melodies, just replaced with these droning long notes, with everything just slowing down. And you think the song is over, or at least settling down. Then a shift. The song begins to rise once more. These melodies perfectly build a sense of anticipation and unease, like something big is coming. When it sounds like Eddie Dearest is finally about to win, No More Innocence just comes back with that amazing voice line, and the song reaches its climax. The tempo shift here, as well as the instrumental swelling and rising, just help build this sensational final chord rotation between the two. The melodies from prior in the song being brought back with more power, forte, and just gusto. It just perfectly bookends this song, dude. Now with this new instrumental, it just sounds like No More Innocence is trying the same tricks he did before, but now more overwhelming, and Daddy Dearest is just having to fight back even harder. I love this climax to death, and how it just perfectly continues to build and build, never letting up,
never stopping, just going. And then this ending right here is just perfect with the sudden drop away and the beautiful piano fade out. I really don't think I can do this song justice with words. I could rant about it for days. This song just means everything to me, and I just love it to bits. I know this song, compared to a lot of hit single, may not be as flashy as some of the others, but I encourage you to re-listen to this song if you think it's just good or decent. You might really grow in it, just like I did. For me, this is just the absolute peak of FNF, and it's unlikely to change anytime soon, and this is easily my favorite of hit single.
Oh my head, what the fuck happened? Did you drop a bowling ball on my head? Whatever. At least you did your fake baby say. I was gonna ask for you to do it anyway. Newberry's favorite part of Fake Baby's the entire song, so we'll just go to mine. And that was Hit Single. Yeah, this one's just incredible. I mean, look at my tier list. The only bad song was Let There Be Light. Thanks a lot for coming along with me, Newberry.
Oh, Axa, buddy. You're finally awake. I'm sorry for dropping a bowling ball in your head, man. Didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to knock you out. I'm sorry, man. Well, thank you for having me on. I'm just gonna awkwardly slide out the door now. I would usually teleport away, but it seems we don't have the budget for that on this show. So, just,
Wait, Newberry, you didn't post your Hit Single list.
Bye.
Or whatever. This is his list. Alright. As for what I'm ranking next, well, you'll just have to see.